Hello, hello. You join me in my car in my garage. Let's get out real quick. I want to talk to you guys about Icon. Holy shit. First of all, check this out. I got some parts here for the ZX6R. This is a ridiculously light lithium battery. It's kind of cool. And I got this. I guess you need a special charger, and I have just one tire. I don't know where the front is. I was expecting it to show up today. You know how that is. Sometimes you get one and not the other, but I do have a front tire here, so that's cool. But anyways, let's talk real quick about Icon. So, Icon Motorsports. Oh boy, you know, if you hadn't seen the video I put out about Icon, Do It With Dan, myself. It's a video I did a few weeks back. Go check it out. If you weren't a Patreon at the time, go watch the Patreon version real quick. It's a little bit better. I do a little more into depth. So, go check those out real quick. Anyways, so the video came out like, what, 2 days ago now or something? And I'll be honest with you, I wanted to see it when it came out. You know, I was like, despite everything that happened, you know, I still like, Icon's always made really cool videos. I was like, oh man, this still could be cool, you know, despite that I didn't like the way they presented the whole thing. I still thought, hey, fuck it, let's check it out. And it's just bizarre, man. First of all, they got these couple guys in it that I never heard of, but I guess they were smaller channels that entered in or something like that. But here's the weird thing is, like, apparently they're not actually themselves in this video. They're like some kind of characters. And I saw this because of a comment I saw on Instagram from someone that worked at Icon that was talking about it, how that they were supposedly playing characters that were based on a lot of different people. I actually had to screenshot this because, oddly enough, it might be like defamation of character or like using a likeness, because apparently I'm one of the people that they, you know, based these characters off of. And then they don't actually, I guess they ride in some parts, but they use like stunt riders or something. And then they do this voiceover. There's weird like liking and thumbs up and thumbs down thing that's trying to make it look like some kind of live thing. Like people are watching it and like thumbsing it up and thumbsing it down. Like it's some kind of weird instantly happening media thing. And the whole story is real weird, the way they're racing. And one guy's like good at dirt, one guy's good at street. I don't know. I did say this, if you took all the talking bits out and all the weird character stuff they're doing and just showed the bikes and some of the riding, that wasn't so terrible. It was okay. But it wasn't the best thing I'd ever seen. But it was just so bizarre. And I think it was like, after all the stuff that happened and the dumb way they presented all this and the way they just sort of doubled down on it and they come out with it anyway, it's like, this is what you came out with? Like, it's so bizarre, man. It was like, the whole thing too, showing us off as like, hey, we're doing something for the community. You know, this is for the community. It's like, is it really though? This is just, you show these riders and then you show these stunt riders doing stuff that the normal people couldn't do. I guess that's why they have to use like these stunt riders, but. And then the crazy thing, I don't see any mention of the people's channels that were involved. Like, other than maybe mentioning the videos. No links to anybody's stuff, nothing like that. No, like, pimping them out on Instagram or anything. It was like, you know, like, if you're helping them out, you know, help them out. Don't, you know, I'm sure they didn't get paid or anything like that. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure they only got paid to do any of this stuff. It's just more free bullshit for them. And it's just a complete miss if they think that like they're trying to represent the community. That was another thing I'd see in the comments. Like, I think we did a great job capturing like the essence of the community. It's like, you don't get it. You just don't, man. It's you're trying really hard, but you're not there. Anyway, but it gets way saucier than that. The comments are disabled. I'm like, oh god, so y'all weren't getting good stuff on it. The likes to dislikes ratio is not good, you know. I mean, it has more likes than dislikes, but it's not good, man. But so it goes worse from there, because today I found out on Instagram, some people were telling me like, oh, you gotta go check this out. Dude, they're going to war with people on Instagram. I guess there's some comments in their posts, and there's other posts that some other people are making, and they're like going out of their way to go and fight with people. And I know that Brittany Morrow or whatever, she still works for, she's like a consultant. She was the one who got into a big fight with me back in the day, and she's just going fucking ham on people, trying to like, she always comes with this weird righteousness thing about how, you know, what they're doing is you know, so great. It was a comment I saw from her that said, she said, like, it's like, we're doing stuff for the community. We're making gear and doing market research that saves lives. It's like, pump the brakes. You make motorcycle gear that you profit off of making, okay? Yes, technically it saves lives and does all this other stuff. That's like if I was a hot dog vendor and I said, hey, I sell food that people need to eat in order to live. So I'm like a humanitarian. Like, calm the fuck down, all right? You know, like that's... You can't sit there and like pass your work off now as like some like righteous shit that you're doing, okay? If you were doing it for free, that'd be one thing, but you're not. You're doing it to make money, and it's fine. You should make money from it, but you can't stand on a high moral ground from it. And furthermore, as a company, you can't get into these fucking arguments with people online like that. You can't do that. I knew that as a small time nothing guy selling rock jeans and helmets out of my garage. You don't do that. You don't go to that level. You have to fucking rise above it. If you're gonna double down and not fucking pay attention and put all this shit out there, then you just, you know, I think at worst you say, oh, sorry, you know, people didn't like it, but you don't fucking battle people. You really shouldn't just ignore it and just post your clips of people doing badass stunts wearing your gear, and just do that for the next few months and let it trickle down. But I know they're not, because apparently they're going to make more of these videos. They've got several more lined up and already in the shoot, ready to go, and I guess they're just going to, you know, it seems like they're just going to double down and keep doing whatever it is they think they want to do. It's just, it's so fucking bad. Let's see, what else? I don't know. Just reading through all that stuff, seeing the company respond that way is just crazy. It's like you're just gonna keep shitting on the fucking community, aren't you? You know. So I'm not gonna say anything publicly. I've said what I was gonna say about it, and I'm gonna leave it there. This is just like I said for you guys, and yes, I think I gotta talk to somebody about it. It's making me go nutty. I don't want to see them fail. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't hate Icon. I think their gear is okay, and I think the style of it's really wild. They got a neat style. It's different, you know. But their like marketing. It used to be their marketing people were like, I thought they were geniuses, but it seems to have shifted at some point. And I don't know what the marketing and social, especially the social media people, who's ever run their social media is insane. You know, like. Dude, you can't behave that way. I think Ray had said, Ray, if you're watching this, what's up? Because he's a Patreon. Ray had said something like, it seems like they had an idea and it all went to shit, and they just like went to plan B and just did this whole weird video with these people and made this fucking weird thing up. And I'm like, kind of. It seems like they just, you know, it seems to me like they just pushed through it. And you know what it's got to be in a sense? I think if you think about it, for how long have people been, you know, like if you're working at Icon, most of these people I think have been working there for a number of years now. I think in their head they assume they're so like cool, and people have always like basically, you know, sucked up to them to try to get free shit out of them, and they've had these badass videos put out, and they've been like the fucking badass gear company for a long time. So I think they've got massively fucking big heads. But, you know, the game has changed now. And I think they could just jump into this like, we're still fucking, hey, we're fucking Icon, yeah. What? Like, hey, you know, that's not how it works anymore, man. I don't know. Hopefully they'll get their shit together. I mean, for me, I think the best thing they do is just drop all this dumb shit, post stunt riders and fucking people wearing their shit doing cool stuff, and just try to come out, just try to make gear, you know, focus on that. Because you know they're dumping stupid money into all this shit, and it's just like, how many people are even really seeing it? You know, it's not getting that much views. A lot of people are not liking it. It's like, I don't know, man. What do y'all think, though? Tell me in the comments on, well, people like, it's like you can do it on YouTube or Patreon. I tried to go look at both, but I don't know. Should we pick one? Fuck it, I guess do whatever's easiest. It doesn't really matter. I jump back and forth between the two of them. That's the only weird thing when I do these Patreon videos like this, because you can comment on the YouTube unlisted video, but you can also comment on the Patreon. Anyway, it's 10 minutes. All right, I'm gonna go. Y'all take care.